What's up, y'all? It's your girl Dede, and I'm back with another video. So, as y'all can see, I got new hair on my head. It's so pretty. I love it. Look, you know, I did the little baby hairs, you know. I tried, y'all. This is my first frontal ever, like ever me touching a frontal, constructing a front, doing anything with a frontal. This is my first time, so bear with me. So I don't need to do that. So it came in DHL Express, and they shipped it, I want to say Monday, and I got it yesterday morning. So yeah, it came in a little bag like this, and it's just telling me what it is. It's a Brazilian virgin hair 8-inch bob stretched length, so aka it's not long. Yeah, so it came in a little box like this, and this was inside the wig, and this was on top of the wig. You already know what this is, just to keep the wig from tangling and stuff. And then it came with these 2 wig caps plugged in, because your girl be needing her wig cap. So this hair is from JaJa hair. JaJa hair. 100% human hair. Now, this hair is actually ordered. You can order it through Amazon. Like, it's ordered through Amazon. So this is just a little card. I'm gonna read what it says on the back. It says, "Our happiness comes from our client satisfaction. We will be greatly appreciated if you can leave us 5-star reviews and feedback. Your good review is great encouragement for us. If you have any problems with the hair, please feel free to contact us. We will do our best to help you and make you satisfied." Reviewer program. Looking for reviews on Amazon. You will have opportunity to get free hair products. Contact us if you are interested. So a product review, plus pictures and comments and stuff, you get $5 back. You share pictures on Instagram or Facebook, you get $5 back. You share videos of hair on YouTube, you get $10 back. And then it's just like the information and stuff right here. All of this will be in the description down below. Again, this is an 8-inch bob. It is a frontal from ear to ear, and then a piece in the back. Yeah, I really like it. Yeah, let's get into this story time. So probably back in, I want to say, I don't know the exact date that I went or I did this, but I distinctly remember it being a rough patch for me and my ex, and like we was just it was hard time. Shit, we needed some cheese. So I was just like, you know what, I'll go strip. I don't mind, I'll go strip or whatever. She had a job, but I wasn't working. So it's like, if I'm not working and you bringing in all the money, like, I need to help in some type of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt some type of way. So I'm like, I'll go strip. So it was this girl. Yeah, it was this girl living with me and my ex. And we had a 2-bedroom apartment, if y'all didn't know. So when she was a dancer, like she had danced before or whatever the case may be. So she like, if, you know, if Dede want to go with me, she can come with me and we can go, I'm not going to say the city, but we can go to this place and dance with her, because I was already planning on dancing, because she was a server at BW3. So she was basically living off the tips. So yeah, so we going to call the roommate. We gonna call her Kiki. We gonna call her roommate Kiki. So me and Kiki was, you know, we was talking about it for a really long time, like a real long time. Like we was talking about it, and I finally was just like, okay, I'll try it. So I ended up, like, I kind of felt some type of way, like, before I went, because I was nervous. Like, I ain't never danced in front of nobody else naked besides my girlfriend at the time. So it was just like, you know, like, I was just feeling weird. So I was, you know, I was asking plenty of questions, like how do the tipping work? You know, you got to tip in and tip out. You got to tip the bar. You got to tip the bartender. So basically, like, the money that you count up at the end of the night, like, you're not going to go home with all of it. Because you have to, this strip club has to run off of something, so you have to pay. So basically, we decided what club we was going to go to and where it was at. And I talked to my ex about it, and she was like, okay, like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Like, I think I'm sure. She like, okay. So, fast forward to the day that it was time to leave. So, I went to the mall. I bought plenty little cute panty and bra sets. Basically, I spent a lot of money. I spent so much money getting prepared for this day. I had bought some new hair. I bought some shoes. Like, I went crazy because I'm like, this is finna, you know, this is finna crack. Like, this is it. Like, this finna be my new career path. So, yeah. So, I get home. She's not at home. So, I'm like, okay. I'm inboxing her like, yeah, where you at? She like, I'm finna be on my way in a minute. So, she gets to the house. So, she like, you know, girl, you ready? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I think so. I'm just nervous. Whatever the case may be. So, she like, okay, well, I'm finna hop in the shower and stuff and shave and stuff because, like, obviously you gotta shave your whole body. So I'm like, do I have to shave everything? She like, yes, arms, underarms, legs, your coochie, your ass, everything, shave everything. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, you can shower first. But so I'm like, okay, damn, where was I at? I'm like, okay, I'll hop in after you. So she hop in the shower, do whatever she needs to do. I hop in the shower, do whatever I need to do. So at that point, I'm texting my ex like, yeah, we finna hit the road, blah, 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 whatever. So she like, all right, well, be safe. I got your location. Like, you know, it's good. So I'm like, okay. We hit the road. So we driving. Mind you, it's pouring. When I say it's pouring rain, I'm terrified. Like, if y'all don't know, my ex crashed my car. So it's like a part of my car is messed up. So it was like whenever it's a certain type of weather, like if it's snowing, if it's hailing, if it's raining, I be nervous because my car is messed up. So I'm telling Kiki, like, bro, we gotta turn around. We gotta turn around. Like, I can't keep driving like this. We gotta turn around. Like, this ain't gonna work, baby. This not gonna work. So she like, I quit my job to come all the way out here and do this. Like, we not turning around. I'm like, okay, so if this motherfucker break down and we be stuck, okay. Oh yeah, and I had a spare on my car. And the place that we was going to was like an hour away. So I'm like, all right, if this motherfucker break down and we be stuck, then so be it. I'm not finna keep, trying to explain like we need to turn around. Like, it wasn't because I didn't want to go. I just didn't want my car to be messed up or me be stuck somewhere. Yeah, so we in the car basically like arguing. So I'm on the road and I'm texting my ex like, she doing too much, she doing too much. Like, my car was literally like shaking like this. Like, that's what it felt like it was doing, and it was. Like, we was on the highway and my car was doing this. So I'm like, either this spare finna fly the fuck off or something finna happen. I don't know what it is and I'm scared. So my ex like, fuck that, turn around, turn around, turn around. Her sister was like, she probably needs some shocks on her car. Like, she shouldn't be on the highway if her car feeling like that. So she like, turn around, turn around. I'm like, Kiki on my ass. Like, she basically like, no, you're not turning around. So she like, okay, well, just keep trying to get there. And when you get there, let me know. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm finna just, I'm finna tough this shit out and I'm finna go. Like, I'm finna get there. So, y'all, we finally get there and this club looks ran the fuck through. Ran through. When I say ran through, I mean ran through. Like, this club is ran through. So I'm looking like, you not serious right now. Like, I'm like, this is the club? She like, yeah, all clubs kind of look like this, blah, blah. Like, she trying to basically make me believe some shit. And I'm like, all clubs don't look like this. Like, I didn't see clubs, girls dance at clubs on Snapchat and stuff, like, and they clubs don't look like this. So I'm like, bitch, you're lying. Like, no, like, this ain't it, chief. So I'm like, you know what? stick it out. So I get to sending my ex pictures of the club. She like, hell no, come home, come home. If she want to stay there, leave her there. Come home. You not finna, no, bro, no, never. She just kept saying that. She like, no, you not finna. She like, that shit look, I'm like, well, it don't even look like you gonna make no money there. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna insert a picture of me in the club, like what the club looked like at the end of this video. So I'm like, yeah, no. So I'm like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm filling out the paperwork, and I'm just like, this ain't it, Chief. Like, this not gonna work out. I know it's not gonna work out. Like, me and her finna get into it. Like, you have a feeling in your spirit when something finna go wrong. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, this not finna. I'm like, this not finna end well. Like, I'm texting my ex like, this not finna go well. Like, she finna be pissed off. She finna be mad. Something finna happen. So we still there. So time go on. We change our clothes or whatever. It's time to dance. At this point, like, it's time to get out there and make some money, whatever. So I'm sitting in the dressing room, and I had text my ex like, I'm finna come home. I'm not doing this. It ain't no dudes out there, no nothing. And the thing that pissed me off the most was most strip clubs have a house mom. So that's like a woman who makes sure all the girls look right, their hair is right, they don't look sloppy, they look proper to go out there and basically please the gentlemen that are there. So please sound horrible, but you get what I'm saying. So whole time the house mom is a dude. So he walk in there, he looking at all the girls, they getting dressed in front of him, and I'm looking like, I get introduced, they like, I'm not gonna tell y'all my stripper name. I'm not telling y'all. But she like, this blah blah blah, and this is Kiki. So he like, oh hey, he trying to hug me. I'm like, hello. Like, I'm gay. So first of all, this ain't it. Like, I got a whole girlfriend at home and you trying to hug up on me and stuff. And like, a lot of these girls were having sex with him to make more money and to get more money. And that was evident. Like, so I'm like, nah, nope. That was it for me. I text my ex like, nope. Once I saw a dude, I'm like, never is this the house mom. Like, y'all have a house daddy. And they was calling this man daddy and everything. And I'm like, and Kiki was just sitting there like the shit was normal. So at this point, I'm like, okay, bye. Like, I'm not gonna do this. So I'm sitting there, I'm texting my ex like, I'm gonna tell Kiki I'm leaving. She like, tell her I'm finna go home, and if you want to stay here, you can stay here, but I'm leaving. She like, that's your car. Y'all went out there together, but if she want to stay there, she's grown. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. And so I text her a paragraph because she was out there doing her thing. And I took my clothes off, changed my clothes, put my clothes back on. I text her a paragraph because every time she came in the dressing room, I'm like, Kiki, I need to talk to you. She like, I'll be right back, I'll be right back. She kept doing that. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I'm in the process of texting her this paragraph, and she come in there, and I'm basically like, I'm finna leave. And she like, why? Your ex wants you to go home? I'm like, yeah, she don't like it. So she want me to come home. And she like, let me call her and talk to her. So I called her off my phone. She talked to my ex. And basically my ex took the blame. She like, she sent me pictures of the club. I don't like the way it look. She not finna dance there. Period. She can come back here and dance. So the girl mad at this point. Like, she pissed off. She like, so we gotta leave. I'm like, Kiki, if you want to stay, you can stay. Like, I'll come back and get you tomorrow or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm finna risk my life for this girl to come back out here to come get her, just in case just so she won't be stuck, you know, because like, you stop tomorrow is basically tomorrow, because you work from some clubs 8 to 2, 9 to 3, 10 to 5, like it's a third shift job basically. So I'm like, whenever you get off, I'll come back and get you. So she like, she just sitting there like, you're not serious right now. So I'm like, yeah, I'm serious. So I proceed to leave. So I'm packing my stuff, I'm getting my bag ready. So at this point, I am finna walk out. So she out there doing her thing. I had my bags. I looked at her. I'm like, whatever. I told her I was leaving. That's all I can do. She basically told me, like, well, I'm not leaving. I'm staying. So, I'm like, okay. Then she told me, like, because the lady that hired us was like, this girl has a trailer, y'all, a trailer for girls who want to stay out here and they could live with her and just pay her to live there. Who? You think I'm finna sleep in a trailer and I got my own apartment? Bye. So, I'm like, a trailer? So, she told me, Kiki was like, I just pay that girl to stay in her trailer for a little bit and I'ma stay. Because I quit my job to come out here. Mind you, I didn't have a job, so it was just like, I understood what she was saying though, but I wasn't finna do that shit. Like, I didn't like the vibe. I didn't like the way the club just looked so ran through, like, no. So, I get in my car, and she's calling me. I'm sitting outside, so she's calling my phone back to back. So, I inbox her back like I'm outside. I'm like, I'm sitting outside. My message didn't go through. So, at that point, I'm like, fuck it, I'm finna go. So, I pull off. I call my ex. I talked to her all the way home. I got pulled over on the way home. Luckily, I had my license. But I got pulled over on the way home. Like, it was just bad. Like, y'all, if y'all don't trust some shit and y'all good, don't do it. Don't do it because you feel bad about the circumstances or the situation. Like, I don't care what the situation may be. Like, if it's fishy to you or, like, it's not up to your par, don't do it. Like, and that's just how I feel. Like, the club wasn't up to my par. It wasn't my, it wasn't my scene. Like, and I ain't like it. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not doing it, period. And she was pissed off and I didn't give a fuck. And she never came back. Like, she owed me rent for that month. And she never came back to our apartment. Yeah, she owed me half of rent that month because she was staying there for that whole month. She never came back to the apartment. I don't know if she came back to Milwaukee. I don't know what happened. I know she's alive and I know she's safe and she's okay. Like, that's all I needed to know. Of course she felt some type of way about me leaving. Like, of course she did. Like, I didn't care though, because at least I sat down and talked to you. Like, I could have waited until she went on the floor and just walked out and left her. Like, but that's neither here or there. But that's the story time about my first time, my experience with stripping. My first time ever. And it wasn't no players club, baby. Let me just say that. It was not no motherfucking players club. That looked like a hoe house. Again, this hair is from JaJa. JaJa hair. This is an 8-inch bob Brazilian hair. Frontal, ear to ear frontal in the front. But yeah, I hope y'all like my hair. I don't really care if y'all don't. But yeah. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.